Hello everyone and welcome back to LunaStarGalaxy, aka Hello Galaxy fans. I know it's been a really long time, but today we are doing something that I have wanted to do on my channel for, no lie, forever. So as you can see by the title, today we are doing Lesson 1, Why Are Ideas Important? And you will see why I have called this lesson that. So, let's begin with Write With Me. Let's write. Okay, so the first step with writing anything is to what? Have an idea. Having an idea. Having ideas is essential to writing something. It really is. You really want to take note of this, okay? You really want to take note of this when you are thinking about anything. Next, if you don't have a set idea, make up ideas as you go along. Well, guess what? You can do this, but I highly do not recommend you do this. It will be much better in the long run if you have a set idea or plan in the beginning. Okay? So you can do this, but I would not recommend. Finally, if you do not have a clue what to write, get inspiration. Other books, movies, genres, etc. So you can watch movies for ideas, you can read books, you can think about genres. There's really anything you can do with this. So let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. Okay, after you have your idea, think about what your idea is. If, say, you have an idea to write a narrative story, then you should think about what characters you will have in that story. Basically, my example is, on my channel, I have a series called High School Days, and I have characters who play in the, well, not really play, they act in the story. Okay, whenever you see AFQ, just know that that means focused question. So if you ever need help on things like this, and you don't know what they mean, and I don't say it in the videos because I've already explained it before, then I, after this lesson, will go ahead and make a helpful video just in case you ever need to know what any of these little things mean. So our FQ for this lesson is, why are stories usually with ideas? Well, let's look at some examples. Writers, authors, bloggers, anyone who writes something can't initially know what to write without an idea. And that is very important information. So, I would take note of this if you are wanting to become a writer, author, blogger, anyone who writes something. If you just want to write this for fun and you really want to know how to do it, or you're just watching this because you want to, that is fine as well. Next, even though you can create an idea after you start writing, it is always better to have a plan or idea before you begin. Trust me. I've tried doing this before, and it was quite tricky for me to understand what I'm trying to write. So, on to the next slide. Okay, if you have if you not just have one idea, if you have two ideas, then you can mix them together. Say you have two ideas, okay? One is happy and one is funny. You want to make a happy but funny story. Well, you can do that. You can mix them together however you please. Okay, here is another one of those shortened things. So I'm going to go ahead. What does EQ mean? This will also be in the helpful video. EQ stands for essential question. And this is the question you are going to be thinking about all through this lesson, just like the focus question. Except the focus question you want to focus on, while the essential question you just want to know, you just need to be able to know why ideas are important at the end of this lesson. So, a few examples of why ideas are so important. They are so important when it comes to writing. Like, I'm just gonna... Okay, yeah, that's a bit obnoxious. We're gonna erase that. And we're gonna go to highlight. Important. Important. Don't forget it. It is so important to have an idea when you are writing something, or if you're just planning on doing anything. It is so essential to have one. Okay? I cannot stress to you enough how important it is to have an idea when you are doing anything. So, ideas can help you understand what to write. They really truly do. If you don't have an idea, how do you know what to write? And we will come back to that idea in this third idea. A lot of ideas. Okay, number 2. You can also build your story off of your idea. So if you're, let's say you want to make a fantasy story, then you're probably going to use fantasy characters, and you're going to build your story and how it is after what you picked, aka the genre fantasy. So, if you didn't have an idea, what would you be writing about? It would still be an idea even if you didn't initially have one. So let me explain. Okay, and I am going to go ahead and underline explain, because I want you to know that's what I'm doing right now. Okay? So basically, when you do not have an idea and you're wanting to write something or you're wanting to do something, you still have an idea. Well, at least in writing. Say you go into writing and you start writing something without a plan or an idea on what to write. You have an idea. Even if you don't realize it, you have an idea. You always think of ideas in life. No matter if you think you aren't or if you think you are, it does not matter, people. It does not matter. Ideas are in everyday life. And that is going to have to conclude our first lesson, why are ideas important. Thank you all so much for watching. I will come out in a little while with a helpful video about all the things that will be in the lessons that you may not know. Thank you all for watching. Come back next time for a new lesson. See you all next lesson.